Hello and welcome back to Valley Form for the return of Ladbrokes Friday Night Lights. We've got Friday night racing for the next 6 weeks straight. And joining me again is Jared Timms from Ladbrokes. He was so good last week, we've had to get him on again. Jared, it's great to have you back on.
Yeah, thanks very much, Benny. Unfortunately, our quaddie rolled by a $31 pop in the first leg, but a few other winners. I've had a look at the program this week, and I think the quaddie legs in particular, there is plenty of value to be found.
Let's hope we can find it. Well, we're back to the 8-race card. You're kicking us off in the quaddie, race 5. It is the PJA Accountants and Business Advisors Handicap.
Yeah, looks to be a few key winning chances engaged here, Benny, but I'm siding with number 3, Staunch, out of the Matt Laurie yard this week. Now, it has been a short while since he won a race, but he's typically loved racing here at the Valley, and he was desperately unlucky when he was nabbed over a mile here back in November before another nice performance, behind a very impressive Makusha in December. It was month between starts before settling off the pace at Cranbourne, and he really got going late to fill the minors last time out. I think that run will have brought him right back on. He's drawn a peach here under Blake Shin. Number 4, Flamin' Romans, has been good in 3 starts since debuting. Got to put her in the quaddie as well, along with number 5, Lucan, and number 6, Musgrave as well.
Race 6 is the dominant.com.au handicap. It is a benchmark 64 over 1,000 metres. And we get to see what I think is the most exciting horse of the night go around in Pivot City for Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr. This colt was ultimately impressive, winning on debut by a dominant 5-length margin and posting the fastest last 400 metres of the entire meeting. That win rated so well that he went around $4.80 second elect at just his second start in the listed Poseidon Stakes at Flemington, but ultimately race shape and lanes were against him. Tomorrow night, he draws Barrier 3 and Damien Lane goes on board. We know how well he's going. He's striking at 28% for his last 100 rides, and he is beating market expectation. In the quaddie, I think Osmar is the only danger, but I'm taking number 6, Pivot City, 1 out.
Race number 7 is Heat 10 of the Ladbrokes 55-second challenge series, and a perfect race for Moon and Back here, in my opinion. Now, she's right at home over the 955 here at the Valley. She's had 7 starts at the trip for 3 wins and a couple of placings as well. And I really just cannot unsee her most recent go at it. She absolutely sprouted wings to get there with 50 kilos in tow last month. Johnny Allen back into the saddle this week. I think that's a big tick. And I think she can slot in behind the speed and finish over the top of them again. She's hovering around double figures here at Ladbrokes, and I thought she was absolutely terrific value. Number 1, Berry Bubbly, hard fit, also loves it here at the Valley. Number 3, Dakota Lee, the former Alice Springs mare, still undefeated. Really, really interesting horse here. And number 9, Satin and Silk, has been excellent at the provincials up in New South Wales this time, so we're going to pop all of them into the quaddie as well.
Race 8 is the Luna by Dominant Handicap. This race is much harder, but I'm willing to be forgiving of Explosive Thinker's last few efforts and instead look back to his first up win here at the Valley, which was ultra impressive. The son of So You Think was ridden aggressively in this replay and settled outside the lead before powering away for a monstrous win. And his last few starts over 1,400 metres, he's just reacted badly on the slow tempo. He's over-raced, and I'm happy to put the line through them. I'm praying Joe Bowditch goes forward, rides him aggressively again from Barrier 7. Hopefully he gets that lovely perch off the speed. And I'm rapt to see Griffiths and de Kock bring him back to 1,200 metres. I think he'll be much better suited on that tempo. He's very backable each way with Ladbrokes, currently $8.50 and $2.80 the place. But as I said, this race is very even. So in the quaddie, I'm going to take number 1, Signal, number 2, Grey Song, number 3, Fire Follower, number 5, Explosive Thinker, number 8, Movada, number 10, number 10, Hello World, and number 12, Russian Front. Well, Jared, that is the quaddie, but we need something in races 1 to 4.
Yeah, going to kick off nice and early this week, Benny. Race number 1, in fact, number 4, Unusual Pearl. Now, she's improved quite noticeably with each run back this time. Fair through the line to fill the minors at Geelong 2 back, but I thought she produced a career best performance today to win at Sandown last time out. On that day, she beat home Untethered, who has since come out and run really well at Caulfield last week. So I think the form is going to stack up. I think the 2,500 metres this week suits, and she should get every chance again in this small field. She has opened a pretty firm favourite here at Ladbrokes, but for good reason. I think she will be too good for this fight.
Well, hopefully we can get the chocolates nice and early there. Thanks again for joining us on Valley Form. We'll be back here the same time next Thursday.